Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Schleifer, for such a comprehensive report. Obviously, have a lot of responsibilities. We're going to have to. I will yield the floor to Ms. Irati.
Well, can everyone hear me? This year I was the Director of Parks and Recreation, and I was also liaison to the Board of Health and to the Whippendale Garden Club. The Whippendale Garden Club this year received a McFlowertown Award from the county, and we're very proud of that. They do an excellent job, all volunteers, and one of their main projects is the center island out by Route 10 and North Jefferson Road. I have my next one I'll talk about is the Health Department. I just want to read a little something to you, and there's also 47 items, but I'm not going to go over all the 47 items. The following is a summary of most of the department's measurable activities for the 2009 calendar year. The Health Department provides services to its residents which include health promotion, public health nursing, school nursing, vital statistics, sanitary inspections of public recreational bathing facilities, youth camps, food establishments, daycare, and preschool inspections, public health nuisance investigations, investigations of environmental complaints, underground tank removal, inspections, communicable diseases, investigations of follow-up seasonal flu and H1N1 vaccinations, pneumococcal and hepatitis B immunizations, bloodborne pathogen, and right to know training for the municipal employees. Okay, so they do a lot of things. And out of these 47 items, I just wanted to note some of them. They schedule and ran 16 H1N1 vaccination clinics and vaccinated over 6,250 people. They provided 437 blood pressure screenings for Township of Hanover residents and employees, provided 1,080 seasonal flu immunizations for Township of Hanover residents, provided 140 rabies vaccinations, conducted 143 public health-related complaint investigations, conducted 76 plan reviews, including retail food, health, and site plans, provided 14 health education programs for 312 people, received and responded to 140 senior and resident public health nursing-related support telephone calls, provided adult health screenings to 120 residents. You know, it goes on and on and on, and I could go on and on and on. But please rest assured, our health department is top of the line. Every one of the employees is dedicated. They've even shifted their hours to save overtime in this 2009 year. And we even had a former health department employee come back and work for free manning the phones, volunteer her time. So I can't say enough good things about the health department. My next directorship was of the recreation department. Now the recreation department also is top of the line, and last year I cut short the presentation that the recreation department had given me because I thought everybody was aware of all the great things they did. And just because I didn't go on and on and on about them doesn't mean that they're just a really great, great department. So I had a 5-page report, but it was cut down. Thankfully, they cut it down for me, and I can just read this to you. With the realization that practically everyone has been affected by the current economic crisis and is struggling just to make ends meet until things improve, in 2009, the Parks and Recreation Department held hard and true to the philosophy stated in their mission statement to provide diverse, year-round leisure opportunities utilizing our parks, recreation facilities, and programs for residents of Hanover Township. Let me stop right here. Len Solero, I see you out there. Could you come up towards the front? Pete Birkenkamp is the chairman of our Recreation Commission. Michelle, could you please stand up so people can recognize you? Because we can talk all we want. If people don't know who these dedicated employees are. I can't see the other recreation commissioners here. Matt? Ellie? Okay, you know, all these people are dedicated to this township, and all they do a great job, and I just want you to put the name to the face. Okay, I'll continue on. The superintendent of Recreation Department, Len Solera, and his dedicated staff strongly believe that each and every individual on the staff maintain a personal relationship with the residents they serve. They all strive to maintain the quality and service of a large town's Parks and Recreation Department with the personal touch of a small town that we are. They emphasize face-to-face contact with residents. Hanover Township is a small community, and they feel it is the utmost importance, especially during difficult economic times, to know the residents, to speak with them on a regular basis, to ask them about their needs, to share ideas, and then ultimately try their best to fill those needs. And as stated in their slogan, to create memories together. As such, they are very proud of the fact that they have been able to continue to provide programs that are both enjoyable and affordable for our residents. In 2009, the Parks and Recreation Department continued to provide as much free or low-cost programming for residents as possible. One way that they have been able to maintain these free, high-quality events is through the voluntary flexing of hours by the Parks and Recreation staff. By flexing hours, the Parks and Recreation staff was able to save taxpayers money for overtime expenses. And this was voluntary on their part. In addition to the fireworks and the summer concerts, they continued to have free holiday programs for Halloween, Christmas, Hanukkah, and Easter. They also had 2 free family hikes through the Patriots Path, and through coordination with the Clean Communities Grant Program, provided free pet stations with dog refuse bags at all our parks. New programs this year include Chef It Up, a children's cooking program, dog and puppy training classes, kindergarten basketball, travet basketball, kitty tennis, wrestling, cheerleading, indoor golf, as well as track and field summer programs. Also, a portable skate park will soon be available. Grumpka Pond was reopened to residents and fishermen, and the evening hours at Central Park were extended for the enjoyment of our young adults in town. In 2009, through the cooperative efforts of Director of Recreation, Judy Irati, the Recreation Department, Engineering Department, and Hanover Township Little League, work on Veterans Memorial Field on Jefferson Road was made a priority, and finally, after 7 long years, the field was completed, and full baseball and softball teams were able to enjoy the beautiful fields under the lights. Through the cooperative efforts of our Director of Recreation, the Recreation Department, Town Arborist, Hanover Township Soccer Club, and the local Board of Education, long overdue changes at the Allegro Field to make more usable field space has begun. Through the cooperative efforts of our Director of Recreation, the Recreation Department, Engineering Department, and Hanover Township Football, money was allocated and plans to move the JCP&L light poles in preparation for extending the Brickyard Field have begun. The Recreation Department has been working with the Hanover Township Basketball Club and Whippany Park High School in finding ways to maximize field and gym space for all of their programs. These have been meetings with the Ecumenical Council and Township youth organizations to find new and better ways to provide the best possible programs for our youth. They also work in conjunction with the Hanover Township Health Department in coordinating the very successful H1N1 vaccination clinics. I am very proud, and all Hanover residents should be very proud of what the Parks and Recreation Department has been able to accomplish in this difficult economic time. The Parks and Recreation Department and all their wonderful staff will continue to work hard to meet the needs of Hanover Township residents in the coming years. I have the complete report from the Recreation Department and the Health Department. This will be available on the Township's website so that everyone can see all the great work that these 2 organizations do. I also want to note that Susan McCluskey from our neighboring town, Morris Plains, is here. Susan is a councilwoman, so she was left out before the announcements of dignitaries. And there's a fellow here, Ace Gallagher, who is a recent Board of Education member, and he runs this program called One Day, One School. It's a voluntary program where they go to the schools and make them totally free. It's they trim the trees and take care of stuff like that. And it really spruces up the schools, makes it safe for the children. It saved the schools probably $100,000 this year in town, the work that they do on a voluntary basis. So I want to recognize Ace Gallagher, Tom Gallagher. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't thank my husband and my supporters in town for putting up with me all during the past year. Things weren't always easy, but they've always been supportive of me. So thank you, Ed, and thank you, all my friends and relatives.